Wednesday night, everyone. Mark Abrams here in Philly. Let's go all the way out to the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, where I have pro debuting light heavyweight Khalil Coe makes his aforementioned pro debut this Saturday night live at the Mandalay Bay against Nathaniel Todd. What's happening, Khalil?
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me up here, man.
It's our honor. So we're a few days away from that pro debut. I'm sure
Yes, sir.
something that you've been thinking about for a long time. We're a few days away. What's going through your mind?
It's a lot of mixed feelings, anxious, nervous, excited, it's a lot of different feelings, I've been waiting on this day for a long time. I just want to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do and what I train to do, and give the people what they looking for.
It takes it takes sometimes even some of the world champions a lot of years to get to Las Vegas. You're doing it right away.
Yeah, that's another it's a major accomplishment. Some people they it takes them a while to get to that stage, and they're putting me on this stage as my first fight, so it means a lot. I appreciate it.
What do you know about? I guess his name's Nathaniel Todd, 2-4. That's what's listed on BoxRec. What do you know about him? Have you seen any film on him?
We haven't seen any film. I was told, like, my former USA teammate, Quentin Randall, he's out of Houston, so he said he sparred with him a little bit and things like that. But there's no footage of him, fighting or even training. So you know what, I'm just gonna be confident in my training and do what I have to do.
So that's similar to like what you go through as an amateur. You just show
Hmm.
up at a tournament. You don't know who you're going to
Yep,
fight. So it's kind of like that.
definitely. Yeah, you just show up at the weigh-ins and you see him.
You you're from New Jersey. You're originally from Jersey City, and
Yep.
grew up in the shadow of New York City. I'm sure you've got to work with a lot of pretty good professionals over the years.
Definitely. One of my favorite people. People ask me, like, I would say, like, from New York. Marcus Brown. I sparred with him numerous times. Marcus Brown, uh, Cordell Booker. I was even sparring in Dmitry Sergey Pietrov. Um, Steven Nelson, Kid Chocolate. I got the honor of working with. I got a. There's a few guys I actually.
So you've you had a very good amateur career. Talk about that for a second before we head back to say you talk about Saturday night. Talk about what you accomplished as an amateur. I know you fought a lot internationally as
Yeah,
well.
most of my fights came from international tournaments. I only had 34 fights overall as an amateur. I won my first national tournament with about 13 fights. And I proceeded to go to what was it? I think it was Tennessee. Then there was Utah. I won Utah, the qualifier, and I made the team. And I was actually scheduled to go to Poland, but I had got injured in camp, which I had to wait, and then I wound up going to Germany, and that's why I fought the Cuban. That's where my name became, known, and everybody found out about me. And I stopped the Cuban De La Cruz. I stopped him in the first round, and after that, I just blew up.
What's it like that? You're probably walking around the casino, just trying to, doing what you're doing. You see, world championship fight, Devin Haney. You probably see his picture on some posters around there. And,
Definitely.
I know it's only your first fight, but have you kind of said, you know what, that's going to be my name on the poster
Most
one
most
day?
definitely, most definitely. Once I found out I was on this card, and you know how they make the flyer, I'm the little pitcher in the corner. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be that big pitcher in the back and on top. One of these days that's gonna be me. Somebody's gonna be excited to fight on my card.
Being that, like you said, you only had 34 amateurs, but they were at a high level. Do you feel that you need to be fast tracked? You need time. I mean, you kind of are somewhere in the middle there. Would you say?
Me, I would say, I'm all for the right way. So whichever way is the right way, I'm here. I'm for it. If that's slow, one fight at a time. They'll recognize me one way. And that's by me fighting. They'll see.
And speaking of like the way of getting moved, you're with Split Team Management, who were broadcasting
Definitely.
on there, and you're also with Keith Conley as well, co-managing.
Yep.
That's if I'm not mistaken, that's the last two managers of the year. So
Yep.
that's some great company you're keeping,
Most
especially
definitely.
Dave McWhorter. He just won the manager of the
Manager of
year
the year
for this
and
year.
Keith the year before. Yep.
So talk about that. Being pursued by the best in the game.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, to know that you have like two of the best people behind you, that is gonna make sure everything is in your favor, regardless of what the situation is, they're gonna have your back. And like if people ask me all the time, like, how did you I said, bro, I don't even know, It's just they like me. you know.
and and then after getting the management deal, Matchroom Boxing, they're putting on a lot of big fights, and you probably could see yourself on a Canelo card or a Golovkin card or
Definitely.
Anthony Joshua card. You could be appearing on some of those kind of cards real soon.
Originally I actually thought I was gonna be on the Canelo card. I thought I was going to be on that card, and then they told me. I was like, well, that's good too. Either way, I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied. But like I said, my ultimate goal is I'm gonna be the main event. That's gonna be me. They're gonna, like I said, someone's gonna be excited to be on my undercard.
Yeah, obviously you're light heavyweight. Light heavyweight is it's a pretty good division these days with some of Joe Smith, who's a New Yorker, who's a light
Yep.
heavyweight champion. Better be some of those guys. I know that's a little bit away, but when you see them fight, or you say, hey, you know what, next couple of years it could be me in there.
Hey, listen. In order to be the best, you have to fight the best. So whoever the best is, I want all the smoke. So that's how we say it. I want all the smoke. I want to fight the best. That's the only way I'm going to prove to myself, that I deserve to be here.
You're making your pro debut, so obviously a lot of people probably haven't seen you fight. Describe how does Khalil Coe fight? What's his style?
Um, I'm a boxer. I use my legs. More like I said, my favorite fighter is Sugar Ray Leonard. I like to move around, be elusive and things like that. But it's unexpected. My power is really, people don't really know. Well, some people know now, but that's the game changer. Like I can box, I can punch. So you never know what type of fight I'm gonna bring to you. I might walk you down, or I might just box you.
Everyone, it sounds like everyone's hitting you up now.
Yeah, you hear it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear it. People looking for tickets. Is that what's going on?
Oh man, I've been. Oh, hey, I need a ticket here. Where's the hotel? Can I? Nah, it's crazy.
You look. I guess you're looking forward to. I know not looking past Saturday, but fighting on the East Coast, fighting at Barclays or Madison Square Garden, or
Definitely,
the
that's home. That's home.
or maybe the Rock in Newark. That's
Uh
close
huh.
to home as well. You cherish and looking forward to that day when you appear on a show there.
Definitely. I had the honor of going to my friends. Well, Shakur Stevenson. He was fighting. He fought in Newark. And I was there in that home feeling is there's nothing that can beat that. No matter
I was
what stage it is, when you have the people, the support of your family, your friends, the people you grew up with, in the stores that you used to go to as a kid, everyone coming out to support you. It's a different feeling.
I remember that night well, and I know my good friend Vito Molnicki Jr. made his pro debut,
Yes,
and
yes, you
there
got
are
the
there are a lot
stoppage. Yes,
there are a lot of people there, and looked around the stands, say, one day they're going to be here for me.
definitely. Yep, I remember. Actually I was talking to Little Vito, and I was telling him like I'm next, man. I'm right behind you. I remember telling him, I'm right behind you. After he got the knockout, like that, it's crazy how time flies. I have a picture of me and Vito. He was just up to my waist, and now we're the same size. It's crazy.
Time flies. So, what do you want to say to the fans before we see you this Saturday night live at the Mandalay Bay, taking on Nathaniel Todd, Khalil Coe, your pro debut? Tell the fans
That,
out there, just give them one last word.
listen, just tune in, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put on a hell of a performance. I'm gonna give y'all what y'all been waiting on. I'm gonna show y'all what boxing is about.
And where do we find you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at Khalil Coe _ and on Twitter at Khalil Coe and the number 1.
There you have it. You active on the social media?
Most definitely.
There you go. So we'll be able to see some pictures from Saturday night. So maybe you get some good shots. Highlights. There you go. So that's a good follow, Khalil Coe. Thank you for a few minutes of your time. We wish you best of luck, and we'll talk to you along the way.